Hello and welcome to the Scodix Online Academy. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to use Scodix quick separation and add patterns to a printing file. This process contains 4 simple steps: manually creating Scodix separations in Adobe Photoshop, using the Scodix quick separation tool in Adobe Photoshop, using the Scodix patterns in Adobe Illustrator, and saving the printing file in Adobe Illustrator. Let's begin by opening an image file. It can be any type of color image file, like PNG, BMP, TIFF, and JPEG. Next, we turn this image into a grayscale format. Note that the change also occurs in the Channels panel. There are many ways to adjust a picture. To get the best result, we can use filters. By clicking the Filter button, the filter gallery opens. To get the best results for Scodix separation, it is recommended to use some of the sketch options like Stamp, or Photocopy filters and adjust their properties. Next, we turn the gray channel file into a Scodix spot channel. We click the menu button in the Channels panel, select the new spot channel, name it Scodix, select the preferred color, and click OK. Then, we copy the entire content of the gray channel and paste it into the Scodix spot channel. Now we can delete the gray channel, and that's it. What's left to do is to save the file in an EPS format. While doing so, pay attention to the following parts. The spot color option is checked. In the preview menu, select the TIFF 8 format, and for encoding, select the ASCII option. We click OK, and we're done creating Scodix separations manually in Adobe Photoshop. Now let's see how it can be done in a quick and automatic way with the Scodix actions in Photoshop, which we created for you. First, we open the same image we had before. Next, we select one of the Scodix actions, which is located in the Action panel, and click the Play button. What happens is that the image changes to a gray channel, receives the filter effects, and changes to the Scodix spot channel, all in one click of the button. If you are not satisfied with the result, you can click the header in the History panel and then choose a different filter. When done, we save the image in an EPS format exactly as described earlier. Next, we close the files for printing by using the Adobe Illustrator. We open the file we just created and saved in Photoshop, as well as its original version color file. The filtered layer will be named Scodix or UV. We name the original image as CMYK. Note that by importing the filtered image, Adobe Illustrator also imports the Scodix spot color definitions. It's very useful in case we want to add new objects to the Scodix layer, like text, and set it with the spot color definitions and density. By the way, if there's something in the imported image that we want to change, like erasing a certain element for example, we can go back to the Scodix layer in Photoshop, apply the changes, and save it. When we move back to Illustrator, a pop-up window will ask if we want to update the file here as well. Clicking the Yes button will apply the changes according to what we did in Photoshop. Another thing we can do is to use an additional Scodix tool for Illustrator called the Scodix patterns. Scodix created for you 30 patterns that are already defined with Scodix Spot Color. Just open the Patterns folder and select the Scodix 30 patterns. Pick one of the Scodix patterns and set it to the printing file. Okay, what's left now is to save the printing files. First, we save the Illustrator working file. Next is saving the original picture as PDF. We first delete the Scodix layer, so we will see only the CMYK layer, and we save it in its original name, only adding the letters CMYK to it. There's no need to change any of the default definitions. We will do the same thing with the Scodix layer, but first we need to bring back the Scodix layer by undoing the deleting. Next is deleting the CMYK layer and saving the Scodix layer. For this file, we will add the letters UV to its name. So we got 3 files from Illustrator, one Adobe Illustrator working file with all layers, and 2 PDF files, the CMYK file and the UV file, and we are done. So let's summarize the entire process. First, we manually created Scodix separations in Adobe Photoshop. Next, we used the Scodix Quick Separation tool in Adobe Photoshop. We then used the Scodix patterns in Adobe Illustrator. And finally, we saved the printing file in Adobe Illustrator. Enjoy your Scodix!